Where? Okay, hold on. That is your arm. We got your arm. Okay, you ain't on that. Can I put your flowers on there? I got your flowers and your water. Somebody water behind me. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Do you see anything? Reach over here, see if you see something. But she said, I don't see nothing. Okay. Nobody don't know who you are. Let me move over so they can't see you. Okay. Hey y'all. I'm here at the radio station. We good. We having fun. Y'all don't pay us no attention. Y'all know don't pay me no attention. Y'all know don't pay me no attention. Hey y'all, how everybody doing today? Okay, hello everybody, and then I'm on the YouTube too. How y'all doing? We here. Y'all know I told you I got some fried chicken, potato salad, and some. Hey Shantae, baby, and some coleslaw. I couldn't figure out what I had. Hey y'all. After we get through eating, we're gonna talk to Jacob and his mom. Remember the one I told y'all about? Um, that suffered from the shaken baby syndrome. Y'all couldn't hear. Where my plate? Girl, you right around the corner. You might well come on up to the radio station. We had the critical radio show. She stayed literally about in those apartments over there by the Taco Bell. So she might well just walk on across the street and get her a plate. Just walk on across the street, girl, get your plate. Yep. And I'm finishing up the gift bags for the seniors. Mm-hmm. Hello, Ricky. Yeah, we up here at the radio station, and we're up here. I got fried chicken. I'm up here at the radio station. We're going to be interviewing Jacob, the one from the Shaken Baby. I there for Ella in 1960. You still right up the street. Come on. Come on. You still right up the street. We got plenty. Shantae, come on. I got cake too. Come on. Girl, critical radio station. We right here for 1960. You eating, so I'm sharing to the group. Okay, that's fine. You know you can come anytime we have something. You more than welcome to come. Anybody. Hey, Cherise, how you doing, baby? Mm-hmm. On my plate, y'all. I'm up here. Oh, you won't let me share. Okay, no problem, baby. I know, because I'm going to share in the group in a little bit after I get through eating. I'll share. I'm going to share it too because you know what, Shantae? Go to regular Facebook page, get out the group, go to the regular Facebook page, go under my name and share it from there. You can't share it in the group, but you can share it from my Facebook page. Hey, y'all, thank y'all so much for joining. I'm here at the radio station. Y'all think they won't let me share on my end either. Oh, I know y'all. Go to my personal page, which is Harold Harryl. Last name Hale Hale, and share from there. His mom is going to be talking about the shaken baby syndrome. He was like from 5 months, all he suffered, and his cardiac arrest and everything. We want to make sure we share with everybody what's going on and what we're doing. Thank you, Miss West. I know if y'all can go to my personal page, you can like share that. What you eat, baby? I got some fried chicken, some coleslaw, and some potato salad. I have some sweet tea. And we got Jacob a cake. It says, congratulations, Jacob. Myself and Josh and Critical will be presenting him with the Outstanding Courage Award. So after you hear his story, you will see why he needs to get the award. You told me you about to. You ain't bring it. Oh Lord. They might be still in the car. Don't worry about it. We've been running like our heads all right. He got a war. It's in the car. That's all right. At least I bought it. I forgot the place, but I didn't forget the award though. I didn't forget that. And I didn't forget the cake. If not, I'm gonna have to redo it and send it in the mail. You know I'm a teacher. You know I'm a teacher. We spell how we hear. That's what we do. We spell how we hear. Everybody say that we spell like we hear. That's how we teach our children. How does this sound? Write it out just like it sounds. And I'm guilty of that. Yeah, we got fried chicken, potato salad, and coleslaw. We're in the critical radio show station. And my baby Jacob behind me, but his mama ain't ready yet. Cause they eating. You know me, I'll come on eat. I don't care. We been eating and smacking. Remember we was at your show and Jacob came that night and Josh was talking, so I guess he said, this ain't the Josh show tonight, this the Jacob show. Remember that night he was like, Josh, I know Josh had to be quiet. I like, this the Jacob, you making me think, little girl, and I'm over here starving. Girl, I told you right down the street, you might well come on and get a plate. You sitting there starving because you want to. And we got plenty of food. We done turned this into a buffet. We done took over Mr. Critical Radio Station up here. It's a buffet. It ain't a radio station no more. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. And y'all have to hear his amazing story. So many of y'all requested him to come back. And y'all couldn't hear. So I wanted to make sure you guys. And don't forget. You know somebody to paint?
I'm looking for it. It says we need a design where they put wood on, like, so like they.
Hey y'all. Thank y'all for joining us here at the radio station.
Wood on top of it. When they paint, it's really cool. But these people are trying to.
Oh, that tea is good, y'all. Yeah, Dominique.
With the like glow in the dark, she's gonna get some glow in the dark stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she yeah, she really feels it. Yeah, her name Dominique.
You know, when we go, the lady I be talking to, they used to work at the U-Haul place. Remember the lady when we would always go to U-Haul, she'd be talking to us. That's her. I always come out and be talking to us at the U-Haul place. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she stay on. Well, she go. He got the crawfish too. I'll be there. You know I'm on Facebook Live. You got all these people here. You saying that? I'm gonna be at your house. I'm gonna be there. You DJ too, don't you, Critical? He said, I'm staying in my lane. Y'all be gone. Let me know. I'll be to pack my bags up too. Yeah. And then did you see them in the cruise? They be in the cruise. They be on most stuff. I'm like, So see, I wanted to go to Cabo, but my cousin told me you had to have the shot these, but like if you traveling, you have to have it because if you test positive, whatever, they're gonna put you in quarantine for 14 days. I'm like, no, I can't stay over there for 14 days. We done ran out of money and everything, and I don't know where y'all gonna put me in quarantine. That's the problem. I don't know where I'm a biggie. I don't know who can. I get over there in quarantine. Y'all don't hear from me no more. I'm like, Mm. I ain't got time. I can't be. How y'all doing all right? Thank y'all for joining and coming in. I'm going to ask you to the group first, huh? I don't know if that potato salad and coleslaw are just good. I'm hungry. One or the other. One or the other. I don't know which one it is. Either one or the other. But my heart was set on that seafood, though. I was ready for that. That's why I called. I said, y'all like seafood? He said, yeah. I was like, okay, I'm going to order it right now. Hey, my Jacob Pug. Jacob said he didn't come to, but this going to be the Jacob show. This ain't going to be no critical show. This ain't going to be nobody's show, but Jacob show. He sure would tell you, watch him. He sure did. That was so funny. We laughed, baby. He should Josh down. We just rolled. Every time Josh was trying to talk, he just shut it down. I said, Josh, it ain't your show no more, Josh. Mm-mm. So you need to just let it go. And just let Jacob do his show. Right, Jacob? Right, my Jacob Pooh? And we show it, we gonna go to the movie. Because they got a movie theater. They got a movie theater at their house. And me and Jacob sit in the back. And we get on everybody's nerve. Your mama, y'all have to stop the talking. Oh, really? Mm-mm. Hey, Miss Perry, how you doing? Tell her, Jacob, we talked through the whole movie. I'm not telling anybody tell her nothing. And I'm going to tell you what happened, and you're going to tell me, too. Well, she do. She like, let me move from y'all. She'll move and then leave us. She'll move and then leave us in the back by herself. That's all right. Okay, that's all right. Jacob was just laughing. No, remember I had that ear infection and I had the fever. And I told you I didn't want to take those chances. But I know it wasn't COVID because that sinus was ringing in my ear. That's why I know. Oh, he said finish eating. We love you, Jacob Pooh. I told him he's gaining some weight.
Overweight.
Oh, yeah? Look at laugh. Miss Shante said, God bless your mom back there. They hear you talking. She won't let me put on right now. And Jacob got more tennis shoes and more things than anybody. He loves tennis shoes. He got a whole just closet full of tennis shoes. Hey, Miss Isabella, how you doing? Oh, it must have been me talking loud. Okay, let me go on. Looks like I left the award in the car, so we're gonna present it. But that's all right. He'll get the award, and then more than like this cake better not fall. Look at this cake, y'all. For our baby Jacob. Trying to drink so fast. He over there trying to drink fast. Don't worry, Jacob. You can have much. You know what I'm around. You can have whatever you want. Mama say, whatever you want around me. Right, Jacob? She already know. I know she gave it to her. That's what she gonna say. I know she gave it to him. Yeah, I gave it to her. Yeah. She already know. It's little noises, loud noises instead of little noises. That's my baby Jacob there, y'all. You ready, Miss Stacy? Can I put you on? They eating.
So we just here.
You come over if you want to. Or y'all can sit over there. What's best for you? I know that's right. I already know she wasn't gonna cook. We ain't gonna pay. That's why I don't never sit on that sofa. Hey, you got your school dress. Yes, ma'am. That's why I never sit over that crib because we cannot get up. Everybody in this room I have to pull us up. You see why I got this tip? No, sit right there, Miss Stacey. We can't do that. Nope. For the young people, it sure ain't for no old people like us. It sure ain't for no senior citizens. Y'all gotta make some accommodations in here. Do I need to bring my own chair when I come? I never sit over there. I like where the chair. When I come, I be looking for the chair. Well, you can take it, baby. I never get it. Okay, because I have you can sit right there. It's cute, but it's just for decoration only because I would never get up. No, ma'am. I tell them they're gonna have to make some accommodation for the senior citizens now. All of them. I like that chair. I like it, but I'm like, I forgot to try it. Here, put it in this bag. Here you go, baby. But I told him, I say, baby, you won't have to do something with this here. I'm not. I be them. That ain't gonna work. I won't be able to get up. Everybody here had to pull. Oh, hey, pull on 3. That's what's gonna happen. Pull on 3. That's it. So we'll start the interview because I told you we did the luncheon or the early dinner, whatever. Then we're gonna celebrate with the birthday cake for Jacob. Oh, we celebrating something. I don't know what we celebrating. When's Jacob's birthday? Oh Lord, I'm telling them. And everybody was going in there. Where he graduate from? I had to just go through tell a story. I like. Cause they saw congratulate, then they saw the flower. I said, you know what, y'all, I'm not gonna do this with y'all today. Okay, so I'm gonna there you go to see Jacob. So oh, she said she don't like the full body, girl. All that good. People pay for hips and stuff like you got. People pay a whole lot of money. Don't you worry about that, girl. People pay good money for that. What you have. And because Miss Stacy has been a tremendous mom, I wanted, and Mother's Day was coming up, and I wanted to make sure she gets a rose. I didn't know what color she liked. I like all color roses. That's what I do. I like all color roses, and we celebrating her and Jacob. So this is Miss Stacy, and that is my baby Jacob. Hey, Jacob, Pooh. You gonna speak? You gonna speak? He like, no. I tried to get him to speak to the people. He like, no, I ain't speaking to the people today. Not today. No, not today. I'm not speaking to the people tonight. Okay, Jacob, but we still love you anyway, okay? We love you. He like, oh, okay. Just I ain't speaking today. Mama gonna talk. So how are you, Miss Stacy? I truly love you. You know, anytime Jacob has anything or anytime we have anything in Shining Sun Leadership Academy, Jacob is always welcome there. You know, I told you that he is always going to be welcome at whatever we do. And we always include him in everything we do because we love Jacob and we truly support him. And I have one of the other board members over there in the corner. He's still eating. Josh, he in the corner. I don't know why Josh in the corner. And then we have Mr. Critical, who is one of our community partners and always working with us. So he's here always supporting us and helping us in the community. Hey, Miss Tiffany. Hey, Miss Shantae. So I'll let you start. Where do you want to start about your precious baby Jacob? Hey, my Jacob. Start at the beginning.
So on September 23rd, 2006 was the most exciting moment besides my kids' birth.
Right.
Is when my grandbaby was born. And he was born, he is my ex-husband's daughter's biological child. But I was
It
blessed
is
to
what
be
it
his
is,
mama
yeah.
now. But he was born perfectly healthy, beautiful. This I just don't know what happened, what went wrong. But there were times when he would come over and there would be different, marks and swelling. And so we took him to the hospital for those things. And the doctor found a bump, said, oh, it's an insect bite. Next time with the swelling, well, that was with the swollen leg. They found a bump, said it was an insect bite. And one time we picked him up and he was just screaming, took him to the hospital. They said, oh, he has congestion. It was just his little ribs are like gristles, so he's sore. Well, at 5 months old, when his abuser did the ultimate damage, where he went to Texas Children's Hospital, we found out that that leg was broken and healing. His ribs, he had 4 broken ribs that was healing. He had an inner nose bone fracture, an upper jaw fracture, swelling on the brain, bleeding on the brain, blood behind both of his eyes, and possible seizures. At that time, they didn't know exactly what happened because the abuser was at the hospital with us.
At the time, did y'all know he was the abuser, or you did not know?
We knew that something was going on
But
because
you didn't
every
have
time
proof.
the baby was at his house,
Something would
we
go
would end up
wrong.
at the hospital.
Right.
Yeah. So honestly, I believe it was 2 abusers because I mean, if you don't prevent it, you're part of the
You're
problem.
part of the problem.
So after that, CPS took him immediately, and we were told that the whole family was under investigation. And I said, great. I started making my timeline every time he was at my house, every time I took him to the doctor, every symptom that I saw him having, and I turned all of that over to CPS. It was a long, hard battle, but he's where he belongs.
Right. He's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So did they give you any problem of adopting Jacob?
Well, with the adoption, we had to wait for the parental rights to be terminated, which they are. As far as the father, we have no idea who that is. She has no idea who that is. So those rights are terminated as well. So I am the only one that has rights to Jacob. And that came at 7 months. I had, what is it called? Kinship care.
Yeah.
So because I was married into the family, that made me kin. But once the marriage was over,
that's a different story.
Yeah, it was a chance that I could have lost him. But the judge saw that,
you were
the only person that I've ever seen. So
this lady, Miss Shantae, say, and the doctor didn't recognize his ribs were broken. Isn't that malpractice?
It's a lot of, even with the leg being broken, and he said it was an insect bite. I can't prove that he didn't tell her that it was broken.
So
I can't prove that they didn't go back and tell them what was really going on. Right. So that's just something else that, nothing I can do about that. Just his future, I have to make it better. But once CPS gave him to me at 7 months, 2 months, I battled to get this baby. And because I had just had a something on my background, they said that I couldn't get him. So I showed up down there, and I want you to look at me and not the piece of paper and tell me
everybody
why I
mistakes.
can't have him. And I think those people thought I was crazy.
No.
Absolutely. The CPS caseworker, no, she told me she thought I was crazy. This lady came to my house. She said, I need to talk to, no, she called me. She said, I need to talk to you and your boys, and I'm going to talk to your boys without you in the room. And I said, come on. She came over, she interviewed my boys, and years later, I found out the reason why she treated me the way she did is because, her caseload was heavy.
Yeah.
They deal with a lot of different scenarios.
She is, Miss Sharonda.
But the caseworker and myself are like this right now. That lady brought my baby to me, and she told me, even today on my Facebook, she'll post that you was the best decision I could ever make for Jacob.
All right.
So we are a
Thank you,
success
Ms.
story
Kim.
for her. But for him, I just needed her to see even though I'm married into this family, I ain't them.
You don't have nothing to do with
I
that.
don't have nothing to do with whatever their motives
They got
were.
going on over there. You don't have nothing to do with that.
Jacob and I have been in love since he took his first breath.
All
This is the
right.
first birth I ever saw. I don't want to see another. And we've been connected since then.
Hey, Jacob Pooh. And that's my Jacob. We love each other. We always be together. We haven't been able to be together like we normally have because of the COVID and all of that. But as soon as the stuff clear, we will be. We got our movie dates, our dates and all that. And me and Jacob, they have a movie theater. Me and Jacob just sit in the back of the movie and we just talk and do what we want to do. And this mama like, y'all two just always cut up everywhere y'all go. Yes, we do. Remember when we were at the church that yeah, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah. So this is something after the cardiac.
Okay. Got to put his earplug,
He
yeah.
has a sensitivity to hearing loud noises, loud sudden noises.
Scare.
It's scary. And I mean, and people need to see.
Yeah,
that
people need
is
this is the
effect of
results.
second baby
Yes.
syndrome. We can't pinpoint what it is, why it is, or how to make it stop, but we
Yeah,
know
right.
that it's not a seizure.
Hey, Jacob Pooh. And then he'll calm down.
Yeah. After a while, he'll.
And he
calm down.
totally depends on you only. You can tell that. Because I remember when I first met Jacob, was at the autism fair. And I saw him across there and I talked to him. And he wouldn't talk to me. He looked straight to his mom. And when mom said, okay, he started talking to me. Okay.
Can you explain to what's Jacob syndrome? Because even for myself, I've always heard of it, but I've never
Hey, Miss
seen
Kim.
a witness
Yes, she
to
is. Say, am I right now? And Mr. Critical, you scared me a little bit. Am I right now? He said, am I right now, Mr. Critical?
So, shaken baby syndrome is also called abusive head trauma, non-accidental head trauma. It's where you're either taking a baby and you're shaking them very hard, or possibly with Jacob, because he had the upper jaw fracture and an inner nose bone fracture, there had to be some strikes that happened.
Like
And
fish strikes or
it had to
slaps.
be. This is
For
a
a
21-year-old man
For a
versus a
baby.
5-month-old baby. So, I mean, he's I guess he thinks he won. So, but shaken baby syndrome, even if you're just rocking the baby, you have to remember that their brain is so fragile that you have to be careful how hard you're doing it. And it may be an accident.
Yeah.
But most times it's from a baby crying. People need to realize that's their only means of communication. They come here crying.
Miss
That's how they tell you
Shantae
they're
said,
wet,
can anything be reversed at this time?
As far as a reversal, I don't know if we can call it that, but the doctors told me the brain is an amazing thing.
They say you have no sound, Critical. Okay.
As far as with the brain, it can heal itself, possibly. Sometimes it can. We just don't know. They have not done that much research or accomplished that much research with the brain. Because with this last cardiac arrest, when they told me that my baby was deceased and that he had more brain damage, he'd never smile again, he'd never be back to his baseline.
And I remember when you text me, say they want me to let Jacob go. I'm like, where he going? I'm trying to figure out what you mean. Just let him go. Where is he going? I don't know nothing about that. Where is he going? He ain't going nowhere.
And I wasn't going nowhere neither.
So wasn't nobody going nowhere. We all got together on the prayer line. Everybody started praying and coming together. She said, how old is Jacob?
Jacob is 14.
Jacob is 14. With God, anything is possible. Thank you, Miss Kim. Yeah, we don't give up.
Seen that with our own eyes. So, going back to what you said with the shaken baby syndrome, it leaves lasting effects because now he has cerebral palsy. He had scoliosis. We did surgery December 1st, 2017 to correct his scoliosis. So he has a rod in his spine. He also got his spine infused, meaning that his torso will not grow anymore.
So he gonna stay that size? Is that what you're saying?
That's what they saying, but look
That's
how
what I say. That's what they saying. That's what I say. That's what they said.
Yeah, but right here.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what they say, but you know, we know better because that day you went in. Tell us that day when you went into the room and there was no response to Jacob.
So January 26th is Jacob hadn't slept for a few days, and so his pulmonologist, she prescribed trazodone to help him sleep.
Right.
So I gave him 2 dosages of that. So that Sunday he finally went to sleep. That Monday we got up, we went to Texas Children's, we did some blood work. He was still asleep. We went out to eat. He ate very, very little, but you know, he stayed asleep. But what made me call the paramedics is that, you know, I was pressing on his nails and they were not coming back to the color. But he suffers from hypothermia.
Right.
I mean, he always, his body temperature runs low. And then his little lips had got a little white. And the main thing is because he hadn't urinated all day. So I did everything that I knew to do on my end.
Right.
And then I finally called the paramedics because I'm thinking maybe they could just give him a catheter or whatever.
Just shot stuff back. Yeah.
But I never thought about shocking because I thought he was asleep. But you know, come to find out when they got there, they told me that my child was deceased.
But God had a last say so.
Always.
We ain't go about all that.
So we ended up in the hospital. We stayed there for 31 days. But initially, the next morning, they told me that I needed to go ahead and let him go because of.
And that's why I wanted to know where was he going. That was my day. Where is he going? Lots of them. Bless God. Thank you, Kim.
They said all the organs were shut down, that he was suffering, and he was dying. And so I went over to the bed and I got in the bed they put me in the bed with him to tell him goodbye.
Yes, he will.
And when I looked at my baby, nothing in me told me my baby wasn't in there. So I told my husband, help me out this bed because I'm not doing this here. And I told these people, I'm not leaving this hospital without my baby.
Come on now.
I don't know how we're going to do with John
Yes,
Q
he
or
is.
what, but I'm not going anywhere without my baby.
And he have a whole village and a whole team behind him. So all you have to do is make the phone call. All the prayer warriors going to be down there outside that building praying.
Yeah. And they really thought that it was nothing. You know, I don't know if they didn't want to do anything, but according to the test, I saw the screens, I saw the flat lines, I saw the blood pressure sky high. I saw all of that. But even on the brain scan,
something was
I
telling
saw some squiggly lines. If his brain wasn't working, then everything
would be flat line.
Then later on, he started blinking. They told me it was a reflex. Then he kind of opened his eyes. Oh, it was a muscle whatever, muscle spasm.
According to their science.
Then he yawned. I say, now I know the brain got to tell you. Now tell me what nerve that was. And then one day they came in and they were talking. They sent in a whole team of ladies to come and talk to me. They were with the I can't even think of
crisis health team. Not them.
The palliative something.
All them people.
That. So they came in and they were all somber and sad, and we just want to help you make any decision that you need to make.
I know what decision I'm making.
I don't have any decisions to make because I done told y'all what y'all gonna do.
Come on now.
I said, and first of all, ladies, let's go ahead and perk up because let me introduce you to Jacob.
Come on now.
So I opened up his Facebook page. I showed him his, what we do, who he is, what he likes. And his followers. Before those ladies left there, they surrounded his bed to take pictures. They said they felt like they were in the presence of a celebrity.
All right now.
And so the Next incident we had, the doctors were coming in saying, well, we can't take him off the vent, then we're gonna have to cut a trach. So I stopped him. We're not gonna talk about that in front of him.
Right.
Anything negative, you can call me in the hallway and we can talk about that.
I go to the conference room.
The very same night, Jacob coughed. One cough, spit the whole vent out. In whole, not in pieces, the whole thing. Just like it was only in between his teeth and not down his throat. They were shocked. Didn't know, said they had never seen anything like it. It was a miracle. I recorded it.
Yeah, I
put
got
it
it.
on Facebook.
I got the recording.
So everybody could see what I was seeing, hear what I'm hearing. And my baby has been breathing on his own.
Okay, I'll give y'all his page.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tell
yeah,
the people, a lot of people want to go to his page. And
it's called Jacob's Ladder, JACAH''SLADDER.
can you do that for me, Shantae? Shantae can do it. She'll pin it.
Okay.
Yeah, pin it on there for everybody to go there and like his page and follow Jacob, who's a outstanding. Do you have a she said, do you have a YouTube channel for Jacob?
Well, I do kind of. I have a few videos on YouTube, and I believe my YouTube is By the Master's Hands.
By the Master's Hands, Miss Kim. Jacob's Ladder. That's it. That's it. And she spelled his name right. I don't know spell it right.
Well, I just spelled it for her, but yeah,
And so you spell it for me and I still write it on there wrong. Thank you, Miss. Yes.
But
I don't
yeah,
know
I
how
think
to
so.
put you did it fine. Just like you put in Jacob's Ladder. You did it fine. Thank you, Miss Shantae. Yeah.
You know, and I'm just gonna say that Jacob is the strongest human that I have ever met in my life. This baby has been fighting
From day
from day one. And we have some shirts made says I will win. That was the hashtag.
And I didn't
was
get no
putting in.
shirt.
I don't know why. I don't know Facebook.
We was in prayer mode. Remember, we all was on Facebook. We were just in prayer for Jacob. Then when I came back, I'm like, I like y'all shirts. And we all ordered them. Now wait a minute. Now you should at least got the prayer team a shirt. We wasn't on the Facebook. We should have put us some aside. But that's all right. We gonna get us some shirts, prayer team. Cause they like, why we didn't get no shirt? I'm like, we was in prayer. We missed the Facebook post. Yeah, for the prayer team. Yeah, for the prayer team, because we missed it. Yes. So what are some of the ups and downs that you're going through right now with Jacob?
Well, right now, after the cardiac arrest,
Right.
we are still finding, well, I'm still finding like different things that he does. Like he'll pat his left foot just all the time, unconsciously. So we're trying to figure out with PT, is that like a nerve or what it is. He doesn't stand up like he used to.
No, sometimes. Yeah, because I remember when they were doing therapy, he could stand up. He was doing pretty good standing. So he can't stand right now.
No, he's not standing up. And then it could also be the rapid weight gain.
True.
I'm noticing as well. Well, he has to have surgery next week.
Right, I remember.
No, this week.
This week.
He's having surgery this week to get his tonsils and his adenoids
Because
out because they collapsed. And they said that after the cardiac arrest, that something with the tone, he lost tone, and so he struggles to catch his breath. And it happens, it's really bad at night if he lays flat and I'm trying to change him the whole time. He's like gasping for air. So we're going to go on and take them tonsils out. They can have them.
airway.
Yeah, if that's going to clear it and help him breathe, we're going to take that. I don't think he liked it.
Uh-oh, you said something he didn't like.
I did.
He like that, Jacob. Now, wait a minute. I want to keep my tonsils.
No, sir.
He like, I got a say in this. Look at him. He like, here, I got a say in this. You not just gonna make all the decisions. Look at it.
And that's another thing.
He just being a teenager.
I don't know what he's thinking or what he's feeling. And because of the shaken baby syndrome, he's not able to tell
you.
And so these are the things that have been taken from him. But yeah, I just noticed a lot of different things. Even with the acne. Before the cardiac arrest, Jacob did not have not one bump in his face.
But
But
you think he is a teenager hormone? That's not it.
no, that's what everybody want me to believe.
Okay.
But he was a teenager January 25th.
Right.
So I also believe that it's the feed. That's another thing. He doesn't eat by mouth anymore. So he's fully tube fed.
Mhm.
So the formula that he's on is complete peptide, which is a plant-based formula, and it could be something in there.
Because he's
Because
allergic
he
to.
gets really oily. All of this is
He
not
might have to
sweat,
see
it's oil.
a dermatologist and let them see what they think. So how many doctors is he seeing right now? He has a whole team of
He
them.
He does. From head to toe.
Right.
We have a doctor for
Ford, that's right.
Yeah.
Including the heart.
In the
we
heart.
finally, okay, so if he suffered a cardiac arrest, this was my problem. When we were discharged from the hospital, we had pulmonary appointments, neurology, physical medicine. Why not a cardiologist?
Yeah.
If we suffered a cardiac arrest,
What did they say?
no answer. Every time I talked about it, nobody knew why I didn't get that appointment. But we just saw a cardiologist. We were finally set up with one. His heart is perfectly healthy.
All right now.
Everything is
That's
doing
right.
what it's supposed to do. We just wore a heart monitor for 24 hours, which we took it off on Saturday. He got it
You're right
Friday.
sometimes.
We took it off on Saturday just to make sure he's ready for surgery this week.
Right.
But the doctor said he don't see anything that will stop him from
How
having
long will the
surgery.
surgery be? He have to stay in the hospital?
They're gonna keep us, yeah, because the only
I like it when you
side
say they're
effect-
gonna keep us.
Oh yeah, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm
She
going
say they're
wherever
gonna
he
keep
goes.
us.
Yeah.
We gonna be in the hospital. I like that. She say us.
Yeah, when he goes in the hospital,
I
yes,
was
we're
wondering.
in the hospital. So with the cardiac arrest, we spent 31 days. When he
Yeah.
got the G tube, I think we spent 16 days. Yeah, I think it's like 16 days. And we're gonna stay overnight after the tonsils.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And he's doing a tremendous job. And a lot of people say it. And that's why I recollect on that story when I first met Jacob. I went speaking to him, talking to him. He wouldn't talk to me. He looked to his mom. And she said, go ahead and talk to her, Jacob. It's okay. And when she said that, Jacob turned to me and started talking. Yeah, and he, we just started conversating, and we've been conversating ever since. And they like, well, what is he saying? He's communicating because you can see his eyes, and just like what you said, we're gonna do the surgery and we're gonna take out the tonsils. And you saw his response. Jacob like, now wait a minute, I have a say in this also.
Now we've already talked about it.
He said, I got a village in here. We got a call. You got a call. Thank you, Miss Kim. It might be people do call in. They'll call in while we on. But people are saying that you are an amazing mom, and Miss Shantae say only an animal could do this to an innocent baby. And y'all don't know she went to the parole hearing. Was it last week?
It was on
Thursday.
Friday.
What Thursday or Friday? Was it one of those days? It was last week. You went to the parole hearing.
Well, we did it by Zoom.
Oh, okay. I forgot because of COVID. They are doing it by Zoom, not actually go there like they used to. Okay.
Yeah. The last time we went to Huntsville to speak before April 29th. What day was that? It was Thursday.
That's why I thought it was a Thursday.
So Thursday at 11 a.m. we did a Zoom.
Does he be in the room, the abuser, or the person be in there? Oh, they not in there?
Animals stay in cages.
Okay. Hey, Miss Sylvester.
So we sat there. I got mad at myself.
I never been to a parole night. I've never been to one.
No, they don't get the privilege.
That's what I'm saying, because you know how they be handled. You know how they handle when it be on TV. They have them sitting in the room with the people. I've never been to a parole hearing.
Yeah, no, we just talked to. I think he was the first chair of the parole people who make
On the Zoom, yeah.
Yeah, so like we're sitting here
They
now,
could see Jacob and everything.
Jacob was there, and I was telling him like what happened to Jacob in January. I told him about the upcoming surgery, and it's like I could see him writing, but he was also looking.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was looking at Jacob. He had he was doing his feeding, so he could see the
All the
IV
stuff
pole,
and all
see
that.
all these things. And I believe we got off the Zoom about maybe 11:30. At 12:02 p.m., I got a text message that said parole was denied.
Come on now.
I didn't have to wait days. I didn't have to wait a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Less than 30 minutes, parole was denied.
Somebody say, is the mom being held accountable?
No, ma'am.
No, she's not, Miss Shante.
No. She's living, I guess,
Carefree life going on.
Yeah.
Has she ever contacted you to see her baby or to want to have her? I mean, even though her parental rights, she know where he is. Do she I just wanted to check on him? Nothing.
But she don't have no baby that she can see over here.
So that's all there. So that's that.
14, so and I
She got a
always,
teenager.
she don't have anything.
Okay. So she ain't got nothing. Okay, if y'all listen to this, if the mama is listening, you don't have anything. We just gonna stop. We're the critical show. We can say what we want. We can say what we want over here. It is what it is. Yeah.
That I would be open, but 14 years.
Oh no.
No.
Right after then, just call and say, well, how about something, phone call, but like you say, 14 years.
From day one.
Yeah, I agree.
How could you allow these things to happen in 5 months? And you living at home with your mama. So how could any of this have happened?
Somebody should have saw something. That's what I saw. Oh well. Somebody, yeah. So like you said, what CPS said we're gonna look at this whole family because something is just not right. Somebody saw something, somebody knows something, because if every time, and what I have noticed too, if that child is around that person, they are not comfortable with that person. So that should be an indication to you something is going on. This baby can't tell me something, but something is not right here. So let's talk about it. But then when I was a teacher, I would see a lot of that. But then what would sadden my heart? So the women would take sides with the men over their kids, and I just don't understand that. I don't understand. I mean, this is your child. Because I had one of my the students, the one that was in kindergarten, and the mom boyfriend beat him to death because he asked for a sandwich. And she said, 5 years old now, this a full grown man, it was his fault because he lost his life. He shouldn't have asked for a sandwich.
What?
He shouldn't have asked for a sandwich.
And now is she dead?
Go visit him at the prison, still by his side. Foolishness. How is it a 5-year-old's fault because you were hungry and you asked for a sandwich?
Everybody is not cut out to be a mother. Everybody that gives birth is not cut out to be a mother. That's why there's adoption. And I mean, you should pick that option if you know that you don't want this kid. But like I said, when Jacob got hurt and we went to, when Jacob was abused, he didn't get hurt.
Then he didn't get hurt.
And we showed up at Texas Children's Hospital. He was sitting there. And she was sitting right next to him.
They that bold to come and sit at the hospital, sit there knowing what, and to me that just sounds like, when somebody murders somebody, they'll go get on the search team, go looking for you, knowing they already to kill you, knowing they done buried you. Why would you do something crazy like that? And not everyone is put on a show, get on there crying and all that stuff, and you already know you didn't murder my child or whatever, but you in the search party, let me help y'all, and that's the same thing. I don't know if that's that narcissism or that's just that I don't care, because I've never did that to a child or even thought about doing that to a person. So yeah, you're not going to get away with it. Not everyone is a mom. You're gonna reap what you sow. But he's not gonna be out no time soon because
and she's not gonna be out of her prison no time soon.
Because it's gonna come back. I believe you can say karma, you can say whatever it is, but whatever you put out, it's coming back to you.
Close your eyes
Yeah.
at night,
And how do you rest? Yeah.
You know what you did. You know
you
what
don't
he
come
did.
and see him. You don't ask about him. You don't know if he's dead. You don't know if he's alive. You don't know if he's hungry. You don't know if he's sick. So don't
no,
that
they know exactly where he is, what he's doing.
But I mean, when you when you
Yeah.
laying there in the bed at night. Okay, remember that night we did the first radio station? Remember the people kept calling in, hanging. Somebody calling in, hanging in. They were playing on the phone, and then they were playing on the thing. She said, "Oh, I already know who it is." She knew who it was. I'm like, we're not here for this foolishness. We ain't here for the foolishness. We're just here to bring more lightning to the situation. So we were going to do it in Child Abuse Month, but that day, remember it storms and the weather was real bad. I said, well, we'll just put it out. And then I know he had some doctor's appointments. So I said, we still going to do it. The child abuse is like domestic violence. It's just not no 1 month of year. That's an everyday occurrence that we should be talking about, and especially bringing it forth in the Black community. I just don't like the part that we always say, grandma used to tell us, whatever goes on in this house, stay in this house. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah.
Grandma was telling us that it was, she didn't want people in
her bed.
But now today, people are saying that because they got some messed up stuff going on.
What they want to hide.
Yeah.
But then that facts you're talking, but then how does that affect that next generation? Right? It's going to be messed up because I remember we used to have the Sunday morning gospel show, and we were talking about with Miss Yolanda. You know Miss Yolanda Richardson, don't you? That Mothers Against Molesters. And we were having this show, and a lady had called. She was like from New York, and she was saying that in the church that they were going to, is this deacon. He's still alive. He sexually abused the grandma when she was little. Then he abused her mother. Then he started on her when she was little. She just had her baby's about 2. And he's still in the church, so he's probably about 70 or 80, still doing this foolish. And that's what she said. And then when she told not only their family, but other people in the church, the pastor don't want to say anything because of the money that he's generating and he's bringing in. So they told her, it's just best for you not to talk about it. Don't you say nothing. Don't tell nobody. But then when she started talking about it, other young ladies started coming forward and saying the same thing. And it wasn't only that one deacon. It was plenty other the deacons that was doing,
because they made it look like it was okay.
And that's what she's saying. It's just something that we do. But then her mom now told her, okay, that if you say this, they have this on her because she's going to the police. She's exposing it. And when it's child abuse or none, it's no statute of limitation on that. So they can go back. And then when I was telling her also, you need to go back and you need to sue that church for that because the pastor knows, because you went and you told the pastor. And he said that's not something he deal with. What do you deal with? You the pastor.
And that's what turns so many people away from church.
Right.
It's too much. But I always say, if you see something, say something.
Say something. That's how I am. I'm going to say something. Because I'd rather come and apologize to you. Right. Oh, and then I come to you, Miss Stacey, I'm so sorry. I know they were doing it with Jacob. And what's your response? Don't even come over here because you knew. And that's why I tell people, when you know something, you say something. But I don't know if it's our culture. I don't know what's going on right now. Is this people don't care right now, but they do care when they knock on your door. But when it's not at your door, you don't care. So that's why I tell them, when we doing stuff, you don't want to be a part of it. But when something happens, don't come knocking down my door because you never care. We tell you, oh, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But now it's knocking at your door. Now you want everybody to rally around you. But where were you to rally around somebody else's child? And that's what I say. And like, I've never been a domestic violence survivor or a victim, and I've never suffered child abuse and have never experienced that. But I was just raised. If you see something, you say something, and that's just what it is. And I always believe, even from when I was a child, my mom and my grandmother, they always would tell me, even when I was little, the kids that everybody else would pick on, or they didn't like they didn't have no voice. I was always the one. Somebody take their toy, I was the one. She said I would go back and take the toy and give the toy back to her. So I just always believe I had a voice to speak for someone who didn't have a voice that they could use it. So that's why I've always been supportive of Jacob. Anything you may need from us, we always there. Anytime you want to come to the station, you can talk about this. And any event we have, Jacob's always welcome. If you see the post, just say, all right, we on our way. We make any accommodations you need. Because that's why I always ask you, what accommodations you need from us? What do we need to do? Whatever it is we need to do to bring him out to the event, we will do it. If he needs a fan, we'll get a generator, whatever it is, we will go forth and make the accommodations because we want him there.
And speaking of events, Jacob, we founded our nonprofit organization, which is Love Has No Disability, where we spotlight grandparents that are raising grandchildren with disabilities. And I always say, Big Mama always had Uncle So-and-so.
Right.
In the back room that we knew well.
Everybody had everybody.
But
you don't know about that, huh, Josh? Y'all like, what? And another role that's in change. Remember, we used to have the older women in the church. They would kind of do some correction. Where did they go? Remember the mothers of the boys? Yeah. They go too. The usher board, all the mother board, go, all them gone. I'm like, so I guess it's me and you, not the usher board and the mothers on the motherboard. I guess it's up to us now because they gone now.
On June 27th from 4 to 7 in Maxwell on Wilson Road. It's only $30 a player. It comes with
cheap.
A t-shirt, the shoes, and the bowling. So we're gonna have some nice prizes, giveaways.
Oh, they give away good. I know. When I went, it was on the silent auction. Because I got some of those, the Googles. I won the Googles, like if you, what is it that you be playing and you had those Googles on? It's like you really there in the game. Yeah, I won that from them and all the kids too. Because if you play in the game, you put the Googles on. It's like you right there in the game with it. It's like it's real live. You were standing right next to the people. I won that from them. I'm like, nah, this too realistic. Now I have to get that to them kids. I'm like, the gun be shooting, I be jumping. I'm like, okay, wait a minute, I'm just in the game. Y'all gonna have my nerves shot. I'm like, nah, I can't do this. But they had some good prizes. They gave a big screen television. I mean, they don't have dollar store prizes. They have good prizes when they give away the at the gala. I know. They just showed you. I know that's right. They just showed you our Josh. So, and then hopefully next year we can do the gala again.
Well, that's the purpose of the bowling tournament.
Okay.
We're trying to raise the money for the gala. Because we missed out in 2020 because of COVID, and I just want to make it bigger and better for us because we are the main ones that couldn't get out in COVID because our kids
you can't get out.
The immune systems are not good, so
and another thing you and I had discussed, like when you try to take Jacob out and y'all go to the malls and you may have to change him, there's not accessibility in those restrooms for you to try to change him. And I saw her doing a video. I think y'all were at the mall in the parking lot. She had the van open. He laying in the car, all exposed. I'm like, all these pedophiles, all these crazy people around, and you don't know who's actually watching him and doing stuff like that. And then about her being by herself, people are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just to get to an innocent, child like that. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk with our state rep about. And I think, but I don't even think anybody has mentioned that because I happened to see it when you posted it on the video because they had just a little table for the babies. But what about
for the little baby?
for the little babies? But what about accessibility for the moms and the dads that needs to get older kids out with disabilities? What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, and it shows like the stall is accessible, but it's accessible for me to bring his chair in
Right,
for me to use the restroom.
but not
But
to
what
do.
about when he needs to use the restroom? So that's what made me make the video because even though he's in the car and he's covered and I'm doing what I need to do, but I'm booted up.
Yeah,
I'm exposed.
that's it. That's why I say we got a
I'm
bunch
by
of perverts
myself,
out
you
there
know, who knows who will come up behind me
and do something to you. Then who's going to protect him? That's what I was saying. It's still the vulnerability. Who's going to protect him?
Money inside the mall just like everybody else. So
Because Jacob had just about every Jordan, every tennis shoe, everything, every new whatever come out, Jacob be sporting it right there. He has it. So I know he has a collection of tennis shoes and he loves the sports items because I remember DJ Game Time had bought him some stuff for his birthday. Yeah, he loved all kinds of sports activities and stuff like that.
I want him to be able to live the life that he possibly could have asked for.
Yeah. So y'all ain't see them shoes.
I know that's right. They brand new. They not old.
He got
And they match with what he got. That's the point. Every time Jacob go out.
Adidas need to start back making the shells because we can't find them.
Yeah.
Because whenever Jacob go out, he has tennis shoes to match his outfit. I'm like, you go, Jacob. We ain't mad at you, Jacob. And he's a handsome young man. I like how his hair, he has amazing hair, amazing features, amazing face, and he has the most amazing smile. You know, even through after everything he's been through, he still has a smile on his. Oh, he like that. He heard it. He still has an amazing smile. He heard laughing. Yeah. He say, I'm good. And then sometimes you see grown people, they can be there just shaking the ice and be calming sometimes. Look at he all right. Yeah, we are so thankful that you did bring Jake out because that was one of the most requested things that I did get. People wanted to hear his story. They wanted to see him because when we was out there, Jacob, they couldn't hear. They couldn't hear. And they wanted to actually hear it. Hey, Miss Tina, they actually wanted to hear from him.
And his story is still being written.
Well,
Yes, it is.
This boy amazes me every day, and he teaches me how to live.
All right now.
Sometimes I complain about it, and I look at him, well, you got a rod in your spine, your hips dislocated, you got the biggest smile on your face.
And we got people every day that get up and don't have half of the things, and they won't even smile. They so mean and hateful. Yes, and you don't know if you just look around what's really going on for you to just smile. It don't take that much to smile. If he can smile, what is your problem? Why you can't smile and be thankful?
This right here is not for everybody.
I know.
Everybody can't do what we do. I mean, you know, I'm not
You
saying
meant to do
that
It's easy.
I have to be meant to do
Yeah.
it because I do it without even thinking about it.
Mhm.
You know, people say that, you know, you're a great mom and this and that. I appreciate you saying that, but it's just like breathing. If I go to the restroom,
He gotta go to the
If I
restroom.
brush my teeth, he gotta brush his teeth. If I eat, he gotta eat. Whether it's through a tube,
We gotta whatever you do, he gotta
whatever
do.
I gotta do, he gotta do.
If you go in the living room, he gotta go with you.
And he's not gonna sit in this chair.
No.
He gonna sit in the recliner.
Yeah, she'll pick him up and he'll sit right down the recliner next to us. Watch
If I got a
TV.
blanket,
He got a blanket. That's right.
and he was looking at me, I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine.
okay. Well, there, come on. Get up with it. You running behind today. You running
I
behind.
got
Come
a plate, he looking at my plate.
like, okay, where's my somebody say plate? Did somebody say plate? He said, did somebody say plate? Yeah.
I don't want
that's what I'm hearing.
And then
Can
no.
he's still trying to chew it, or you put a
He
smile?
tries,
Okay.
but, you know, eventually, just like
Just like
away
a baby,
that,
you
it
have
can
to
come
keep
back like
training.
that.
Yeah, you have to train them. That's like a baby when you start teaching them how to feed.
Right.
And then when you go through safe answers, I remember when I was in a car wreck and took a while, they had to reteach me how to do all that,
Right.
how to reteach how to walk, how to reteach how to use the hand. And it will come back. So if you,
Yeah.
I believe that I'm not no doctor, so don't y'all come tell me what I said. I'm saying from my experience, I'm not no doctor. I'm just saying if you start putting stuff in his mouth and it's like a learning concept. You know, I'm a teacher. I believe in
When we
learning.
got out of the hospital, I went and bought all the baby food. I got baby food. I got pudding. I got stuff that I puree. Just like I was sitting here eating potato salad. He still got potato salad in his mouth.
Come on now. That's all right. This one lady, she has 2 kids with disabilities. One has a feeding tube. She said, thank the Lord he drinks and eats by mouth now, but God bless and keep you both.
So
You
it
are
can
amazing.
happen.
That's what
It
she's
can
saying. It
happen.
can
Thank
happen.
you.
And she just verified that. That's Miss Stephanie. She just verified that you just keep doing it, and they started like that, but now they're eating.
When I ordered the medical reports from the hospitals, and I was looking at the one from Texas Children, in the notes, it would always say, Mom doesn't want us to speak negative over him. Mom is not realizing the severity of his injury. She's talking about his
So
future.
something wrong with you.
Yeah, Mom talking about his future. You have to speak life.
We're not gonna speak death.
Every day, I spoke life into my baby. I talked to him like he was awake and talking back. Even though he's nonverbal now, me and Jacob sit up and have a conversation
So
like me and you.
I know we always have, we have a conversation during the movie. They like y'all got too much going on back there.
He understands.
He
When I
does.
tell him to look at me, Jacob will look at me.
Well, we just said when he meant you said plate. You see, he turned around when you said plate.
He's looking at you
Like, like as soon as you said plate, they was like, okay, we eating again. What's going on?
So I take him everywhere.
Yes, you do.
Like I do, with anybody else. And I want people to know what his disability is, because once you can figure that out and I tell you what it is, then you can see him for
Not the
him
disability.
and not the
Right.
wheelchair.
That's right.
So that's the purpose in the black tie dinner and fashion show that we do. Instead of describing what they have on, we describe their disability. Because once you know what's wrong with them, then you'll be like, okay, that's a little Johnny.
How much does that usually cost for like a dinner like that?
The biggest cost is the venue. Once the venue is solidified,
Because he
then
said, you know,
everything
people that
else-
have different places that you can use for the bench. This Miss
Yeah.
Stephanie said both of her boys, which are both nonverbal
Mhm.
as well, but they have their own communication. That's the lady that just said
Mhm.
her children will have the feeding tube, but now they are eating on there, but they have their own communication, and she can understand it when nobody else can understand them.
And that's how you know that it's your passion to do what you
Thank you,
do.
Miss Stephanie.
But as far as people always ask me what's my budget for the galas, I don't have a budget. You know what I'm saying? Because some people will donate what we need.
Just a figure for us to work with. If
I
we
would
can get
say
the venue.
about 8,000.
Okay. Because we got, it's a bunch of rappers out there that's multimillionaires, and you have a nonprofit,
Right.
they can write that out.
Well, love has no disability.
Yes, yes. Cause they need write-outs just like everybody. Yeah, they need write-outs like everybody else too. And if you listen, and you know who good with that, you know who good with always giving, Slim Thug. We need to hit him up about that Acres Hall. He good with giving. He has a heart. Anytime somebody needs something, he always
And I think
come
the
through.
biggest factor of why some parents don't sign up for the gala, the kids are free.
Yeah.
Every kid, I sponsor them myself.
That's right.
But the tickets are only $50.
Remember me
We
and
spent
we bought
$50
a
in the nail
table.
shop.
Remember we bought a table?
So-
We bought a whole table.
This time I want to be able to sponsor the parents and the kid, and
Right.
then maybe they can reach out to their families. I need each child to have their own table full of their family.
Yeah.
Right,
When
right.
these kids come from behind the curtain or wherever they come
Oh,
from,
it's
I need the
amazing.
room to go crazy.
Yeah.
You know, we was a little quiet last year.
Yeah.
But you know, I had just lost my sister that
Right,
morning,
right.
so I couldn't address it. I didn't think about it until after.
There was a lot going
We were
on.
quiet. These kids are amazing.
They are.
Every last one of them.
Yes.
And I love doing it.
Yeah, because I have a cousin. She just graduated. Well, she just turned 21. You know what I'm saying? She's still different. You know, she had, you know, and she even got to the point now. You know, she would never walk. You know what I'm saying? She was never able to walk. You know, I can't remember what the disability she has. But she was never able to walk. She still lived here. But over the years, you know, she was able to pick up on words, you know. So there's certain things that she can say.
Yeah.
You know, just like,
Yeah.
And be right on time.
Right on time. They hear you.
so, you know, it's like, you know, yeah, it's almost scared of a period of time to understand exactly what they're saying.
Right.
You know, and it's just a blessing to be able to have seen it, you know, because when she was a little baby, you know, I used to babysit. My aunt used to be at work, and I was babysitting her. You know what I'm saying? You know, she was, you know, she was just, you know, couldn't cry, you know, none of that, you know, so when I met you a couple of months ago, and we talked briefly, you know, you was giving me a little, you know, filling me in on what was going on with that, you know, and I was like, man, you know, it just blew me away because when you said that he was gone, you said, no, he ain't gone because he's right here, no.
He right here.
Yeah.
Stop telling me, and I just kept putting my hand.
Cause I asked her when she
like
talk about
kids.
she said they say Jacob gone. I gotta let him go. I'm like, where is he going? What who finna come pick him up? I wasn't trying to hear that Jacob is gone. I'm like, where he going?
You haven't even given him time. So do what you gotta do. And every day they was taking away a machine, taking all the blood pressure medicine that they had him on. I took pictures of it as they took it away. Hey, we're done with this. Blood pressure is good. We're done with this. Heart is good. He's still on the vent. EEG, we taking that away. The brain, you know, the brain waves. They did a MRI, CT scan, one of them, and on his brain. And the lady told me, the doctor told me, she said, your mask and your shirts that you've been wearing every day says it all. She say, love has no disability. She say, the love that you've given him could be healing him. She said, I can't tell you what's going to happen with his brain. The neurologist told me that from according to what his brain looks like, he shouldn't be able to smile. He shouldn't be able to babble. He shouldn't be able to do anything. They said he was brain dead. Look at him. Grinning, laughing.
Yeah, for real.
She put some water in his eyes. And, you know, she knocked on his knees. He didn't move. Knocked on his arm. He didn't move. She put 2 drops of water in his eyes. And then she started explaining to me, you know, all the reflexes, this, that, and the other. Jacob turned his head and looked at her, blinking that water out of his eyes. The lady jumped. She was like, oh my God. I said, I told you. She said, if I hadn't seen this with my own eyes, she wouldn't have believed it. She said, so that's why we don't know what the brain will do. The brain only knows what
they only know so much. They don't know. They only scientists. They can only look for results because you know when you do
what you go to school and learn.
Yeah. That's all you
excited
know.
about what the doctor said with Jacob was small.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing they told me
And this is
excited me.
yeah, this is the thing that I would say. Don't send none of these kids that's still in school to come. You know,
They still learning.
You know,
They still trying to learn.
People that been working with the year for 30,
40 years. We need them. Not
know.
these young folks. They still.
Yeah,
Y'all gonna train with them older people. Yeah.
That's why I don't
I don't either. Not gonna be no test done, but I'm gonna see what y'all reaction is first. Then we gonna go from there. I'm gonna see how y'all come out first. I'm still covered by the blood.
was against him, and Jacob and God took control of that room. Every day, Jacob was doing something amazing, something that they couldn't believe. I had to sit back because it ain't me.
It
The
ain't
only thing
you.
I'm doing is talking to him, praying with him. You know,
Letting him know he loved, he got his support
every
system.
day I told him I was proud of him.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I told him he was strong. Look at it.
So what's next for Jacob? Anything he want to do besides that?
Get on the cruise ship.
Come on, hey, I'm ready. I saw them on that board. I like, let me know where y'all going. And my band's gonna be packed because I'm ready to go. He take more cruises than anybody. Every time you look up, they on the cruise bus. I'm like, how many cruises y'all gonna take? They be out there
every
every
year. That's
Now y'all gonna
travel
more than
with
one.
him.
Every time I look up, y'all somewhere. I don't know. Y'all be looking like y'all be going too many places. Every time I look up, y'all somewhere. And they in the food, they in the beach, they here. I'm like, and I'm still stuck here at the house. Jacob, why you ain't invite me? Yeah, like Jacob, please invite me. Yes. Okay, that's what that.
They got on there. We miss y'all.
Yeah, I saw that.
We miss y'all too.
So are they gonna open them back up? Hey, Miss Rose, are they gonna be able to open them back up? Oh, okay, but you have to have a shot.
I have heard that.
Okay, I don't know either.
I hope not.
Yeah, I know if you're gonna go somewhere like Cabo, Mexico, and you go to all the places, they're stopping and you have to bring the card. You know, if you take the shot, they give you the card, and you got to show the card to proceed. I don't have none either, but that's why I'm sitting right here in the house. We ain't got no card. We ain't got that kind of card. No, I'll be going to Dallas to be my friend for the last year, so I'm good. I'm good. I'm trying to head over to Corpus Christi. I'm going down there to New Orleans. I'm fine. We gonna be good, right, Jacob? We gonna be good, huh? Jacob say we gonna be good. Thank you, baby. Again?
No, Jacob can't fit nothing.
What about the shoes?
30 pants. Men.
What about all the shoes? Can he wear the shoes?
It's a lot of shoes that he cannot wear. And I've been trying to sell them for just $10. They brand new shoes.
Yeah, he got a lot of all kind of shoes. They may not be worn once or twice, baby.
But the bottom of them are
still new. Yeah. You might need to go buy you something, get on over there. So we are letting everybody know the reason we bought Jacob here was to celebrate. Yeah. Jacob Closet. So we bought you. Oh, somebody said she has. Miss Shantae has a son. What size shoes Jacob have?
I have 3. I think 3 to 5.
Tennis shoes,
Dress shoes, little sandals.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I text you, Miss Shantae. She has a son too. She wanted to know.
Oh, we got jeans.
She got everything, Miss Shantae. Hey, Richard.
16, 10. We can't do nothing with none of that.
She said that. Miss Shantae said, "Yep, that's the time." That's what she said. All right, I'll give you her number, Miss Shantae. You go, Jacob, too. And we bought Jacob and his mom here because we wanted to honor him. Somehow we left the award in the car, but that's all right. It don't matter. We were trying to get here the outstanding courage award, and we were presenting that in for child abuse because when we do it, the storm came. But we still presented him, and we presented him with a cake for congratulations on. Maybe I should have said something else because every time I was in the store, who graduating? Who graduating? I'm like, I ain't nobody said nobody graduated. No, life. That's the basic I was trying to say, and then I had to keep telling the story over and over and over. But we just, for being so courageous and not giving up, there's always fighting for life, and we just amazed with you because you won't let him give up. You won't give up, and that's strength, And I just wanted any parent out there who has a child. Miss Shantae said she sell the paparazzi jewelry. She want to give you some for Mother's Day. Will she right down the street? Remember the lady that you talking about? Come on, get a plate. Yeah, get on up here and get a plate. She need to come up here with a plate. Talking about she hungry. You right up the road, just stroll on down here and get you a plate. So thank you. And I want to make you hear something special for Mother's Day. I didn't know what color you like. I like all color roses. Yeah. I have all color roses, so I didn't know what you like. I started to get a rainbow of roses. I said, I don't know what color she likes, but I like something bright, energetic. So I know yellow is one of the bright, energetic colors. So I wanted to make sure that. And this is the cake we have. Now, Jacob can't eat cake right now. All right, now, yes, Jacob can get a cake. I got it. She's talking about she's still hungry. Girl, get on up here. Josh still having trouble over there. Josh have trouble with produce. Y'all ought to see my Josh when he be on the U-Haul with our produce. Them produce boxes be falling all on. Josh falling. I like Josh. Produce is not for you, is it, Josh? He like, I'm gonna give up the produce boxes. But he's still hanging there. He pick them up. The boxes fall on him. He fall on the boxes. I'm like, we don't. He's like, I don't like them. Josh hate those produce boxes. When we let that truck up, that back up, and then he see all the produce boxes, he just go. He like, not today, y'all. And he started talking to the boxes. We're not gonna have this today, y'all. But the boxes always win, not Josh. But that's all right. So this is the beautiful cake that we got for Jacob. And we wanted to make sure everybody know how we appreciate Jacob, how we love him. Not only us, but the Critical Show, Paul's Impact, my organization, the School Shining Star Leadership Academy. We are supporting Jacob. Anything that we can do, we want to do. So we do want to do a fundraiser for Jacob to make sure y'all have what you need. And I want to include you all. Yeah, it's Jacob's letter. So we want to include don't spell like mine. She tell me I've been doing them for a while, and she tell me I still spell what I hear. I'm a teacher. That's what we teach. You spell it how it sounds. That's how it sounds. So I'm gonna get it. I gotta rethink it. I ain't been teaching lately. I know if she spell it, she didn't spell it right. Lady Hell ain't sit there. We know she didn't send that one. So this spell right. That's not her. It's spell right. All the years I know of y'all, it's still spell wrong. And she'll tell me how to spell it. I'll write it down, but she will text it to me, and I'll still put it wrong. But that's all right. But she know I love him. That's the main thing. I can spell his name wrong all his mother, but she know anytime she call us, any time of night, she called me, she called Josh. We ready to go. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And then we glad we were able to bring the Critical Radio Station on and all his people, and we're going to support and love him. And don't forget about the where can they reach you? Do you have a cash app? Where can they reach you for your bowling, or somebody just want to make a donation to you to help if they want to do something for Jacob, or you spell it like I spell mine son's name. I know. See, I know. I ain't the only one out there spelling stuff wrong, but I know Miss Rose. She know I love. She know I love Jacob. She already know that. That's why she don't say nothing because she know I love Jacob. She just let me go. She the only one that can get away with that. Nobody else. She the only one that can get away with it. You know it right, Jacob. I'm the only one spelling your name wrong. And y'all don't say nothing. Y'all just let me go because y'all know I love y'all. She put the cash out. Where's your phone number? What's your phone number? Wait a minute. 832-212-4395. So if you
I'm good with texting. If you text me, I can text you right back. Call me, ain't no telling what I'm doing.
and I ain't gonna remember when you call. So if y'all
likely, I don't
do that. So it's $30 per person for the bowling. How many people on a team? 6 people. So when can they start paying the money, or when can we? Oh, she say right now it's 6 people on a team. I'm making a donation. I'm not gonna be playing. I'm just writing the check. I know that's what I'll be doing anyway. I don't know why. Just like I got the award over the weekend, I like. How did I get to be a speaker? How did I get to the runway show? How did I get to be a presentation? How did I get to back there? They did, baby. Those were teenagers. Those weren't adults. Those were kids. They did good. No, they say, lady, here, we're not gonna let you walk out there like that. I said, okay, babies, come on. Those were kids. Those were not adults. Those were kids. All that talent. That's why you never count anybody out. Just like Jacob, we're never gonna count him out because all of them, yeah. But just like all those other people, the kids were asking to do their favors. I know, and Miss Shantae. Oh, Miss Shantae say put her down as a volunteer. She stay right up the street. The lady is hungry. I'll come down here and get a plate. She still talking about she's hungry. She still talking about she's hungry. She need a plate. Get on up. You about 5 minutes away. Get on up and get down here and get you a plate. I told you when we first started almost an hour ago. I don't know why you still talking about I'm hungry. That's her fault. I got the food here. I didn't buy the I'm gonna take some. I'm gonna take me some cake, not the lady. Okay. She said she wanted to come for events, and I'll give you her phone number so you can get with her. Yeah, we're gonna need what volunteers how many volunteers or what do you need volunteers to do?
For the bowling or
all of it. We need to, you gotta tell some people early because you gotta tell us early.
For the dinner, we need like the people at the front door, we need
well, we got the
person that do
don't worry about the photographer.
Door prizes, the silent auction table, all the stuff.
Okay. And what would you need from that? Because a lot of times if I hold an event, I'll go ahead and put out a call to action letter which said this is what I need. Can you get us a letter so we can start promoting what you need? We already know you need $8,000. We can start working on a venue because a lot of people with spaces, and you can go check it out. Make sure it's accessible for all the handicapped. Everybody that may need and whatever accountability or accessibility we need to make, we have time to go ahead and make it for them. Yeah, because I'm big on making we have to make adjustments. Whatever they need, we will go out and make sure it's there. If we have to buy something extra, let us know. I can go and try to get some donations. We got somebody away from Africa, which is Richard. He said, I'm praying for that young man there. He will receive many healing blessings. He's way in Africa. Thank you, Richard. I don't know what time it is in that Africa. See, you got people way in Africa that care about you, Jacob. So we love you guys, and the Critical Radio station. We want to thank you, Critical, for. I know you normally don't be here this time, but when I asked him to come, he said, okay, I'm ready. Just let me know when and where. I'm here. And I called Josh. We always call Josh. Josh said, just let me know when and where to show up. He does some Jacob. So we just love and we support you guys and anything else that I want to make sure y'all get home before it gets dark. I know y'all used to it, but I just You know, y'all used to be in out, but still. I know they stay in the street. Her and Jacob stay in the street, stay in the street. So we were able that we could, celebrate you not only for Mother's Day and the waters in the car. We was running trying to get everything. Main thing we got here is the food. That's as long as we bought the food in, we good. Yeah.
I just appreciate the support. Y'all have no clue what this means to me. You have no idea what we got going on right now. And this support is right on time.
You are.
Thank you.
That's right.
And he gonna tell later here, why she keep calling me?
No, he ain't. I'm telling you, he not gonna do that. He just type of
You better
person.
tell him he doing.
No,
We
because
gotta go back to this live. Didn't he say
I got the live. But if Crystal be like me, 3 or 4 in the morning, we up. Because people calling us, they in trouble, they need this and they need that. That's what we do. We up at night, 3 or 4 in the morning, because we get calls and people need help. And that's why I said, if you are a community activist, you're out there, let us see you doing something to help some people. It's not all about the cameras. It's not all about it's not all about just going out taking pictures, and it's not all about just getting out there, making people sure that they see what you're doing. But after the camera's out, you don't do the work. And that's what we do. We don't need the cameras. We don't do the work over here. Me and Josh, you can always count on us anytime, whatever you need, because we don't need the cameras. We just need the call and we own it. What you need, where we can go. That's what we do. And we need more true activists or more community workers. If you say you're active and you're a community person, we don't need to see you in front of the camera. We need to see you working. We need to see you. Okay, well, you need volunteers for these events. Okay, let us all come together so we can come volunteer, set this up. What you need. That's what true community activism is about. For me, it is. I can only speak for me, what I do. I can't speak for nobody else. That's what I do. Right. And I get with you, Miss Shantae. Yeah, set that up. Because that can come under your 501c. Like the Jacob's Closet, you can still put that under there because all proceeds will go to Love Has No Disability. So it still go back to the same thing. Mm-hmm. When we do the bowling thing, if you can bring some of the stuff and set it up. You know how they have the vendor tables? You bring a table and just put your prices on there and sell them right there. Because a lot of people, even if people not can come, they can still send you a donation. Yeah. And then if they say, I want those shoes and I'm sending the money, just put the posters on there, whatever, and you go to the post office and you just mail it to them because they do silent auctions too. We can do that on there. Oh, put me on the list. Yeah, she said put her on the list. I guess whatever you need. That's what she'll say.
I got it. I'm putting hungry on the back of your shirt.
Hungry on the back of your shirt. That's all she been saying. That's all she been saying since we've been on here. I'm like, get on down here, get a plate. Get a plate, girl. So we thank y'all so much. Anything over there, Mr. Josh from Paul's Impact? I don't know why Josh stuck in the corner. I don't know. Not just stuff on the waist and stuff. We don't have no produce boxes today, Josh. I don't know why you messing up everything today. I don't have no cabbage boxes messing up everything today. So yeah, we all over here, Team Jacob. You want to say something before we go, Jacob? Nope. I told you. I ain't talking. You want to talk today? That's my baby, Jacob. Everybody looking at you. You got 3. All them looking at you, Jacob Pooh. Ain't nobody worried about us. They ain't worried about us. They just worried about that Jacob. Look at it. Such an amazing smile. So I just. That's right, Jacob. No, because
his first real word is gonna be cuss words. He like cussing.
All right, he likes the music. See, he wants the music.
Look, and that's what I did when I was
Okay, well, we gonna end that because he wants the music, but thank y'all so much. We have that. Thank y'all so much for supporting this show and supporting Jacob. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Yes, thank you guys.